Right, so folks, here we are in this place in Mexico. So we are just going to get straight into this, episode 3 of Transport Fever 2 campaign mode. Not much of an intro, whatever the case may be, we'll carry on.
You have just bought a patch of land from the Mexican government. Here, your vision is supposed to become a reality. A free and fair society. Together with a few like-minded people, you are going to build the city of the future in Topolobampo. It shouldn't be all that difficult, since you've already built several railway lines, successfully. Welcome to the City of Dreams. You set out to come here in order to establish a society where no one has to suffer hardship. Everything will belong to everyone and be available in abundance. Large numbers of men and women want to join you, with permission to build their dwellings precisely according to their ideas. Start off by obtaining the necessary material. Excellent raw materials can be found in the surrounding area. All you need to do is get them into town.
Okay, so we need to deliver 30 logs to Topolobampo to build the city. Well, Topolobampo says here that it needs 95 logs, and there is a forest just over here. So I think the best way of doing this, what year are we in? I can't see because the shadow play thing is going on. The thingy bob's down there, so I am going to assume we're in 1850. Hang on, let's just take a look here. Oh, actually, we might be in 1860. Never mind. So anyway, where are the logs needed? That's the biggest question. They're needed over here. Okay. Well, that's going to be a bit tricky then. So I think if we bring the logs into somewhere here by train, and then bring them by truck into there, that would make sense to me. So let's get to it. We are going to build a cargo terminus station. We'll make it fairly short. It doesn't need to be huge. Actually, we'll make it 120 meters. That should be about right. And then we will just pop it down here. There we go. And we can put another one down just over here. I'm constantly tapping my microphone with my wrist. I do apologise if that's making noise. It shouldn't do, though, because it shouldn't. There we go. And we can build that there. Now all we need is the track, and we can put the track down precisely there. Lovely stuff. And a train depot is also needed, obviously, because if we want to get trains onto the line, we need somewhere to build the trains. There we go. And then we will connect it up. Hey presto. Or hey pesto even. There we go. Is pesto Mexican? I'm not sure. That was kind of a slightly offensive joke. Whatever. There we go. And we will call this train logs. Topo. How do you spell this? Topolobampo logs. Lovely stuff. And now we will stick a oh, look at this. We will stick. How much money have we got? Well, we've got loads of money, so let's put one of those on, and then we need to transport logs, so this is what we're going to need. So there we go, 28 capacity, that's 2 million, stick that onto there, lovely stuff. And now we need to just get them to there, that's going to be the big thing. So I'm thinking what we need to do is stick down a truck station. Probably somewhere about here. That would make sense, wouldn't it? And then we can put down a truck unload stop in the vicinity of here. About here would make sense. Yeah, that'll do nicely. And then we can create a line going from here to here. And we'll call this road Topo. I want to see if I can spell this without looking at it. Topo. Never mind. I'm terrible at spelling, would you believe it? T-O-P-O-L-A-M-P-O. Topolobampo log trucks. There we have it. And we will build a road depot. Where's that? There it is. We'll put this just outside the city, that'll make sense. There we have it. 10 grand, not too bad. And we can put some... well, I mean, we don't have amazing equipment, let's be honest, but the horse-drawn carriages will do nicely. We'll put 5 of them on this line just here. And where is the train? Well, the train is nowhere to be seen. Where on earth is the train? Is it still in here? No. Where has it gone? Let's take a look at the vehicle manager. Train. This. Go on to there. Why will you not work? I mean, seriously. That is just bizarre. Oh, the game's paused. Oh, out of all the errors to make, Simon, the pause game button was the biggest one. Well, would you believe it? I certainly wouldn't. Anyway, we are getting some logs going here now. We can probably speed up the game. And let's take a look what we have here. We have a silver mine, and we have a distillery and a spoon factory. Well, I think that has to be the best industry in the game. We have a spoon factory. Spoon factories confirmed in Transport Fever 2, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. What other industries do we have? We have an export point, a cargo ship thingy-bob, and we have a warehouse. What is this? This? Guarno. That takes that, apparently. I'm not sure what it does to it, but clearly it does something good. So, the game is on full speed, and we are just going to have to wait for the logs. Full train, so that should be making a bit of a profit anytime soon. Let's just take a look. Yeah, I mean, it's already making a profit. That's lovely stuff. So, we can just wait for the logs to get into town, and, well, we'll be dandy. So here we are now, we've got 27 logs delivered out of 30, and this truck here will finish it off for us as he brings in the 5 logs. There we go.
Growing and thriving. Thanks to the high quality materials, the buildings that have gone up look downright stately. The first settlers have moved in, and everyone is working busily to make the perfect society a reality. But a fulfilled life includes more than just work. Physical well-being, fun, and amusement are just as important. Make sure that the municipal facilities of Topolobampo are furnished with the necessary consumables. May health and a zest for life pave the way.
Oh, lovely. So find out what cargo is needed at the hotel or the hospital and make at least 1 delivery. Well, let's take a look here.
The city of the future will lure plenty of guests who want to marvel at this model of success with their own eyes. That's why the hotel should be fitted with only the finest furnishings, with stylish eating utensils, for example.
So deliver 40 spoons to stock the hotel. Oh, look, nice little road there. And what about here?
The men and women of the colony are strong and healthy. But in spite of that, if an emergency were to arise, it must be ensured that the surgical instruments at the hospital are guaranteed germ-free. Medical-grade alcohol can be manufactured for this purpose from the large numbers of cactuses on hand.
Okay, deliver 20 alcohol to supply the hospital. What is going to be the easiest thing to do? I think the alcohol could be pretty easy. All we have to do is bridge it across and get it into the hospital there. And also they're probably going to ask us to build a transport link for passengers between the 2 cities, and we could also use that as a passenger train line. So let's get on with that. Let's build a train track we will build a cargo station. Oh, that's quite steep terrain, isn't it? Well, we can destroy this road here, and then we can build it here. There we go. Does that... Come on, give it catchment. There we have it. That's the job. Cacti. We need to bring in cacti from somewhere. Where does the cacti come from? Oh, you're joking. There's something over here for producing cacti. There's a cactus farm. Right, well, we're going to say adios to this because that is just too big of an industrial triangle for me. So we are going to go with the spoons instead. And who doesn't love a good spoon, let's be honest. So let's stick a cargo station there. This is a cargo station, yes it is. And we can also...
A real streetcar, the kind they have in all the glamorous cities, would suit Topolobampo to a T. It would give the members of the community a chance to take a load off their feet.
No. Let's put a cargo train station down here. Probably, I'd say there would be good enough. And then we can... Oh, how are we going to do this? I'd say it'd be easiest if we just took it into there. So cargo terminus. And we can orient it so it faces this way. There we have it. So it will be delivering the spoons into there. Is it spoons? Yes, it is spoons. So we can put the spoons in there. And then we can make a delivery to the hotel. So let's link it up with the railway. There we go. There's one section of track. And now we can just drag this all the way over to here. Ayla, there we have it. Top dollar. And now a train depot. Because, once again, how are we going to get the trains onto the line if we don't have a place to build them? Now, let's link this up. Just like that. How Mama used to make it. And just like that, how Daddy used to make it. That sounded oddly sexual. We will move on. And we want to go from there to there to there. And we will just fly through this train. What we call it? Topolobampo spoons. Spoons. There we go. There we have it. And now we could also... Where is the hotel? It's there as well. Okay. Well, that is fine. There, the hotel's there, and that is under catchment of there. So we can just create a new line going from there to there. And we can call this Road Topolobampo Spoon Trucks. I know it's not trucks, but whatever. And this is going out of this terminal here, which is good. We can configure this, so we'll make that a bit longer. There we have it. There's a huge overflow of logs there, but whatever the case may be. Actually, how much is... Oh, crikey, they're really not getting enough logs. Really not happy with that. But anyways, we will stick a train onto this line here. We want the fastest one possible. That's 40, that's 45, 60, and 75. So we will go with this. And we need to be able to transport spoons. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. This transports the silver, and that transports the spoons. So we're going to have to go kind of... will that work? Well, let's hope it works. It doesn't really have to be perfect, does it? Because, well, we have plenty of money in the bank. 43 million we've still got. Topolobampo spoons. Brilliant. That is one thing I do hate, is when the one carriage or the one wagon doesn't service the two whatnots, the two products. But thankfully that's 1-to-1 ratio for the spoons, which is helpful, certainly. But what does it want us to do now? Supply the hotel. Oh, we have to do both, do we? Oh. Bonus task. No. Right. I think we have to do both, which is a bit of a bugger, let's be honest. So, we'll wait and see, and hopefully we don't have to do both, but if we do, then we do. So I'll get back to you when I have an answer to that. Okay, so we have a fresh batch of spoons here. We have spoons. Why are logs getting dropped off there? I'm not quite sure. And spoons. Sorry, what? Why? No, we don't need spoons to... Oh, for goodness sake. Right, let's manage these lines. You are the spoon trucks. So you pick up purely spoons at Topolobampo Central. And then here, you unload everything. You are the logs. So you will pick up nothing but logs. Okay? And there, yeah, you pick up logs. And then here, you just unload everything. Capiche? Good. Right. So that really should not be getting, yeah, the log trucks really shouldn't be getting spoons at all, let's be honest. Let's wait for the delivery, though. And hopefully this satisfies everything here. Supply the hotel with 40 spoons. I thought they just said make one delivery. That is... Well, that's false advertising. That's a criminal offence. I'll get the Mexican mafia onto them or whatever. Do they have mafia in Mexico? They probably do. Most places have a mafia, let's be quite honest with ourselves there. Or some related gang activity.
Wonderful. The fundamental needs of the community are provided for. Even more is being produced than the colony needs for itself. To enable prosperity to multiply, the surpluses produced so diligently and with lots of enthusiasm ought to be exported. Earnings from the export trade would be helpful during this crucial phase, because several investments to the benefit of one and all still lie ahead. Decide which commodity you want to export overseas for the benefit of society.
We'll take the silver spoons since
Silver spoons from the legendary silver mines in the Sierra Madre are going to be a major export hit.
Right, so we have to deliver 60 silver spoons, that's hard to say, to the port, which is there. So that should be quite simple. I think this hotel, I mean, they are going through spoons at a rapid rate, but we do have plenty left over, so we can create...
There are simply too many bachelors hanging around on the streets of Topolobampo. It's enormously detrimental to productivity. That's why you should see to it that their rambunctious ways are tamed. And what better way than the responsible task of starting a family?
No, I don't do side missions because they take quite long. They're really quite boring. And, well, let's be quite honest in that they don't really add anything to the story. And also, they're quite badly done, so you never really understand what they're asking you to do. It's a matter of guessing, pretty much. And we can't do that. Of course we can't, because why would it ever be that simple? So let us stick a thing down here. And we can add this as a station. There we go, top job. And then we'll say road, spoon, export. There we go. And we can add some vehicles to this. 5. Stick that on the spoon export line. And they should be... hang on, let's go and manage this line. When you get to there, you are to load up spoons. And when you get to here, you are to unload everything. There we have it. So, the spoons, they should not be going there. You should be going to there, really. There we have it. Spoon export and the spoons are both on that side, which is good. Meanwhile, the logs are overflowing massively, but that's really not our problem. If it was a well, not a campaign, if it was a free play, then it would be our problem. But apart from that, it really isn't. Oh, crikey. They've almost doubled in size, this Topolobampo jobby. Almost doubled it. I mean, I don't think it was that big when we started. Well, it mustn't have been. Quite small, actually. Well, as I remember it. Haven't spent that long in the map. I've only spent... Oh, crikey, I've spent half an hour in here already. Didn't feel like that. Feels like maybe 15 minutes. But then again, I have had the game on high speed. Anyway, I'm rambling because we're waiting for stuff to happen. Silver spoons need to be delivered. Come on, get out of the way. You are... Well, you're the log trucks. You are the spoon export and you have nothing. Well, that's because there are currently basically no spoons waiting. Where's the train? We need this train to hurry up and deliver more spoons. Because this is... Well, actually, to be honest, there's not really any need to give these guys spoons. Because what are they doing with it? Nothing much. It would be far better to take vehicles like this. Manage line. No, we want to manage vehicles, actually. Manage vehicles. Would be far better to take a few of these and stick them on the spoon export line. There we go, much better. And the train is just rolling in with 21 spoons, which will do absolutely brilliantly. So there we go, the spoons are unloaded. The spoon export is only getting 2 out of those 21 spoons. That's tragic. I mean, they've already been loaded up. Oh dear. That's one thing I wish you could change in this game. You cannot change the amount of whatever good it is that's assigned to each line. I'd much rather have it say 50% and 50% go to the... Well, 50% go to spoon export and 50% go to spoon trucks. I'd much rather you be able to set that in the game, but you can't. It's just whatever the game thinks is appropriate, basically. If the game thinks one line needs it more than the other, then the game will give it more than the other, which is a shame. But anyway, on a slightly happier note, it's the weekend, which is lovely. On a slightly random note, the video that I uploaded last, which was moving to Scotland, I'm not actually moving to Scotland, just to clarify, that was recorded in early December, and it took me that long to upload it and publish it. I'm getting really, really lazy with the uploads. I really need to work on that. That's a New Year's resolution of mine, to be better at uploading. So there you go. Expect a lot more banter in the future with uploads. Please, more spoons. Yes, we've now got 4 spoons out of 21. That's lovely. That's absolutely... Well, I mean, that's by quite a margin the best so far. Not that there's a lot anyways. It is precisely double what we've had in the past. Which is still unimpressive, but it's, you know, progress is progress, and, well, we have to take progress as it is. Progress. Right, we've just got another batch of spoons in. Oh, look at that, another 2 spoons are being assigned to the spoon export. Well, that's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? There's already 14 spoons there already. 15 spoons, actually, and that's absolutely amazing. So hopefully there's going to be a lot more spoon action going on. See, we don't need 27 spoons on the spoon trucks. Oh dear. You know, I might just axe the spoon truck line just to hurry this along a bit, because we're on 11 out of 60, and I've been here for about 5 minutes, and we're about 1/6 of a way through it, which is dreadful. Oh, never mind, look at that, 17 out of 60 spoons. How much is it going to get this time? Oh, look at that, it's 14 spoons been assigned to the spoon export line. It just gets better and better. And that is absolutely fantastic. They are getting 70% of the logs they need. Not that that really matters. The traffic is quite poor. Well, it's good, technically. And the emissions aren't great either. But what can you do? Money has to be made, and things need to be transported. Traffic laws and horses don't go well together, so whatever, it's a free-for-all. Take what you can get. Right, so here we are. We have 13 spoons assigned to the spoon export. I think I'm probably just going to add another train to this line to hurry everything along. So let's do that. We will get our tracks out once again. Thomas the Tank Engine, all of this up. Add that onto there. We'll just double track the whole thing, because we are rich. First time I'm ever going to say that. And, well, probably the last time, let's be quite honest with ourselves. Train line, start there, and we'll bring it right the way along. And we will bring it to there. And then we will bring it in to there. Absolutely wonderful. Now, what we are going to do is bring that into there. Bring this into here. And now we get some signals going. We want one-way signals. Right, well, what we're going to do is we are going to say this is one way. I'm going to say one way there, one way there, one way there, and one way there. The reason I'm not doing this side of the track is because it'll just freak the train out, and the train won't know what's going on. So when it gets into the station, then I will say that this is all one way here, and it will figure its life out pretty well. Well, hopefully. You never know what the AI is going to do in this game. Some pretty bizarre stuff sometimes. And after 15 minutes of waiting, here is the final stagecoach with the final set of spoons. There we go.
Fantastic. The export business is on target. Only very few prefer looking for quarrels and being idle. It's no loss when they leave town. But maybe precaution should be taken that others don't do the same. More exports mean more prosperity too. And as a result, more satisfaction for the whole colony, so that nobody else will want to move away. The increase in exporting silver spoons requires more silver. And all that requires is to dig deeper. The tunnel can be stabilized with logs, a tried and true method from the Wild West.
Deliver 20 logs from the forest to the mine. Right, so the mine now wants well, the log delivery place wants logs. Right, okay then.
Instead of using all the alcohol solely for medical purposes, special guests could be served a small glass of it too. As they say in Mexico, liquor doesn't hit the spot unless there's a worm in it. Set off to find the tangy critters that spend their days underground.
And no, once again. So what we are going to do is we're going to wait for this chap to leave the station, and then we're going to replace it. So there we go. And now we are going to demolish it. There we go. Unfortunately, we have to do that. And now we're going to replace it with this. We're going to say 2 tracks. One for the mine and one for Topolobampo. We can put it there and say that that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now we will connect it up with track. We'll wait for this dude to carry on a little bit. And there we go. Now we connect that with track there, and we can well, we can build another platform onto this station here. So we'll say configure tracks there. Oh, and now this train's freaked out because I've edited the station while it's in it. That's another downfall of the game, is that it cannot comprehend anything. But if we say just do the double reverse, and Actually, no, you go that way. That's where you're supposed to be going. And now we can build some tracks. Build it over here. Lovely stuff. And build it over here. Again, lovely stuff. And then we can just link the two of them. Top job. And now, for the ceremonial line building, we will say train mining logs. There we go. Lovely. And now we can, well, we can probably go into here, to be honest. Say steam. We will go with this, because this is by far the best. And we will go with this. And we can say 35 capacity. Send that to the mining logs train. Lovely. So this guy has a perfect amount of 20 logs, and that is going to, well, just perfectly satisfy the mine and its expansion. So he's going to come into here, drop them off, and then he'll just keep doing that, even though there isn't really much need for him to. So that delivery has been made, and it's been stored here, and they're going to go through it eventually. They don't go through it very quickly, though, apparently. He's almost back at the station, and they're barely even halfway through it. I'm still intrigued as to what this does. I've never seen it before. I think it's just a mission thing. It takes that rocky thing sort of there. So I can imagine that we might have to build a bridge or maybe some kind of ship line to there. Possibly, I don't know.
The people prospected too greedily. It's too deep. Who knows what they aroused in the darkness? In any case, the shaft caved in.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's not really my problem, so should I be sad? Not really.
Oh my. Despite all your efforts, Topolobampo goes under in a sorry state. Maybe the human race simply isn't ready yet for a life in paradise. So that ideally no one will ever be reminded of this sad episode in the history of mankind, it seems like a good idea to erase any traces of this experiment. It's the only way to enable future generations to start all over again. The remaining stocks of the manufactured goods shouldn't go to waste. The Mexican population is grateful for those kinds of handouts, and you don't end up with nothing to show for it.
Right, so we need to set... Well, basically this was a failed experiment to create a perfect society. You're not really going to do that in 1890 Mexico, let's be honest. So, they want us to sell this to the warehouse, which is there, apparently. So yeah, they want us to sell all the stock to the warehouse in that place.